Saying that?
We all know
this is
he had a
cover bag.
No, that's not the argument, is it?
It wasn't his excuse.
That's not the argument.
But of course it was.
He was intent on doing it.
But
Why allow
hang on. But it's been, the whole situation's been normalised, hasn't it? Yeah. So these COVID laws have been normalised. So instead of a woman kicking out and shouting, "Rape, help me," this man's acting unusual. It seemed normal to her to go along with that. Hence why there's noise being made about the tyrannic rules that are enabling police to do this sort of thing.
He may well have raped
But your
Parliament.
yes, but your argument has no logic.
You want to be asking an MP, not a journalist.
No, but you lot aren't reporting. Yeah, you're towing the party line. And I'll tell you how I can say that if you're left wing or right wing, because they're all doing the same thing, mate.
That's journalism, you know.
Is that journalism? Is that what journalism means?
The fact she had been to a friend's house for dinner at the height of the early 2021 lockdown made her more vulnerable to and more likely to submit to an accusation that she had acted in breach of the COVID regulations, Mr. Little
Equally,
said.
if she'd been staggering down the road drunk, he could have said, "Oh, I'm going to pick you up and you're drunk and disorderly." Equally, if she'd been staggering down the road drunk, he could have said, "Oh, I'm going to pick you up and you're drunk and disorderly."
She wasn't staggering down the road drunk.
But that wasn't the case.
It's just an excuse.
It wasn't the case.
Well, it's not just an excuse. It is an excuse using this legislation.
I wouldn't even call him human being. He's a vile thing.
All these vile things around the country
officer of the law.
Excuse to do this to anybody.
Detain the woman, and that allowed him to murder.
So what does that say about
That's what's reported in the court. So don't try and cover it up.
What does it say about the calibre? What does it say about the calibre of the policing in this country? What does it say about the calibre? What does it say about the calibre of the policing?
That's our job. That's why we're here.
The judge is entitled to say anything. He's just set a legal landmark by saying a police officer who can commits a crime like this while pretending to be a police officer should get a whole life tariff. That is a legal landmark judgment. And he got through.
Well, so we should
say the same about COVID.
We should be happy about that.
Job to make about but he pointed to it.
That's politics. That's politics. Politics and law are separate.
I would be interested to know whether the family were equally, felt, like you that
one of us.
If it hadn't been for COVID and the regulations, she would have been killed.
Stay in a cell for 23 hours a day and see if you can get to the calibre of Julian
It's a question that affects all of us.
Really?
That's why there was such
But in the victim impact statements, they didn't make a single word. They didn't say a single thing about COVID regulations. So are they in on it as well?
What do you mean in on it? What are you trying to allude to? What does that mean? What are you alluding to?
Are you saying they're part of the establishment who just believe that all COVID
nonsense?
Why did that come out? That's what I mean. Why did that come out though?
They didn't make a mention.
Why was you trying to allude to? Why was you proposing?
They could have said in their victim impact.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. No, but it's true what he's saying though. Why was you trying to? Why was you?
I'll go viral. I'll be trolled.
Listen, mate. Everyone just make their own mind up. They just watch it, wouldn't they? And think what they think. Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're a free country where people can make their own mind.
Exactly. And they're free to express themselves as well.
Free country.
Julian Assange is a totally different story.
Well, let's talk about it then.
Yeah,
let's talk about it.
I know.
What's it going to do with it?
No, because it's got some sort of relevance to what we're talking about, surely. Some sort of relevance.
Uniform kidnapped
It's not a free country because there are Arab.
It's not a free country.
Right.
This is genocide Britain.
Chat's broken, by the way. Look at these lot thinking, we got a flight leave.
Interesting case,
Well, the question now is, if it's so interesting, come down to Australian House at 1 o'clock. Stand with us for the Australian people.
On this case and a murder of a woman.
Well, you're
not Julian Assange.
Well, he was kidnapped by the police from the Ecuadorian embassy.
We're anti the regulations in coronavirus. Anti the coronavirus legislation that allowed this woman to be murdered. That's the story you need to cover. So don't put bullshit in the paper tomorrow or today or in your video report that Piers Corbyn the anti-vaxxer hijacked. That's bullshit. We're here because we're standing up for the rights of people to move freely and to not be oppressed by these insane regulations that they still got on the statute to this day.
Here, here.
Right on, right
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.